Hey guys, Hella Bella here. This video is going to be about my Airbnb hosting for 2019. So far, we are 6 months into the year. I have had bookings for $1,913, and I have expected bookings, which is already booked but hasn't been completed, for $1,353. So total bookings for 2019 so far is the $3,266, and I will be keeping most of that. Airbnb only charges a 3% referral or fee for the bookings, so not too big of a deal there. Overall, I think that Airbnb has been a really good way for me to supplement my income. Typically, every year I make about $6,000 to $7,000 doing it, and I feel like it's really worthwhile. It's easy, it helps me keep my house clean, and it's a good way for me to make a little bit of money off of what I already do. So my arrangement is that I rent my house out, and then I go and stay with family and friends whenever the house is rented out. Like July, I am rented out every single weekend of July, which is next month. So July will be a good month. You can see that in July, I've already been booked for $810. I typically get last minute bookings as well, so July will definitely probably be over $1,000 in bookings. And June, I had, let's see, 669 has been paid out and 267. So that is, let's see. For June, we've made $936. So that is really, really good, I think. Now, in January and February, I did not host at all, so I kind of left some money on the table there, but I just wasn't up to hosting. I want to say I had family staying with me part of that time. And then in March, I didn't host very much. April, I made $184. And then May was $929. Then this was a $900 month, and then that's probably going to be $900. So, I mean, making $900 a month is a lot of extra money to most people. And I want to clarify that I rent my whole house for around $80 to $100 a night, and I rent my guest bedroom for $45 to $50 a night. So, when we see this 3266, if I scroll down here, you'll see how many nights I have booked. So 42 nights booked to give me that number right there. So my average booking is $77. So that is kind of accurate considering that I rent my whole house more often than I rent the guest room. But I do rent the guest room from time to time. I'm just kind of particular about who I let come and stay, because when I'm staying in the house, I have to think about my own safety. So I really prefer for it to be girls if possible. I've had a lot of guy guests, but I think it's easier for me to sleep at night knowing I don't have a random guy in my guest room. And then when you see the occupancy rate, it's really skewed because I have two listings for the same property, so that 13%, it really is higher than that. I do not charge a cleaning fee. I don't have anything like that in place. I probably could if I wanted to, but I just try to be fair to my people and just not try to tack on a bunch of extra costs. So hopefully my goal for this year will be to reach $7,000 in bookings. I think that would be really good. If I made $7,000 in bookings, that would give me $583 a month, so that's pretty good. An extra $580 a month for most people is a considerable amount of money. Now, if you think about it, if you rented just a guest room for $45 a night and you were booked 50 nights out of the year, you'd make an extra $2,250. Now, to some people, that's not a lot of money, but what if you only make $20,000 a year? That's really going to add on to, improving your lifestyle. You might be able to go on a trip that you wouldn't necessarily be able to take. And then if you were rented for, say, 100 nights of the year, you'd make an extra $4,500. So we just have to think about it like that. Whenever I think about adding an income stream, I think, what is this going to cost me in terms of effort and money, and what is it going to bring me? So speaking of costs, here is my spreadsheet that I keep. Now, this is a little bit simplified, but this is what I hand over to my accountant. My accountant does what she calls basically is averaging out my average utilities, what the house payment is, the expenses for the house, and she adds all of that up and she divides it by 30 days, and that's what I'm able to claim on my taxes for expenses. So that's not reflected in this spreadsheet. But at the end of the year, you'll see that maybe I booked 42 nights. Well, she'll take 42 and multiply it times whatever daily cost we have for running the house, and then she'll deduct that from my profit, and we won't have to pay taxes on that amount. So total income so far is $1,913. That is the amount I actually received. And then cleaning, I pay my cousin to come and clean, and then I also have to pay for cleaning supplies, or I clean the house myself. Sorry about that. I had an Amazon package to attend to. Anyways, I clean the house myself most of the time. But like tomorrow, she's cleaning for me because I have some other things that I need to take care of. So that is nice to be able to deduct that. Amenities, you can write off granola bars, coffee, anything that you are purchasing for your guests, and you want to have more expenses than less. So I need to get some more expenses, if you guys know what I mean. And then improvements, I purchased motion sensor lights so my guests could have those whenever they get here, and they wouldn't be so frightened by coming into a dark house that they don't own. And then any little things that you have that are like, if you take your guest out to eat or something like that, that's rare for me, but sometimes I do wind up grabbing a drink or something with them, and I would consider that to be deductible. So anyways, I will have some other write-offs by the end of the year. I'll be purchasing new sheets and towels. I buy new sheets and towels pretty much every year because I wash them a lot and they get worn down. And other expenses might be, like a bottle of wine or something that I leave the guest, especially if a guest is staying for a long time. And then some things that I write off that I didn't even put on here were added to my, basically we want to say every expense that we have for making the guests have a comfortable stay. So you would add off if you have cable, or if you have a Hulu or Netflix package, you could deduct that, and it's a very, very small amount. You basically would say if you pay $11.99 a month for Hulu, this is how you would do it: $11.99 a month for 12 months, and then take that number above and you divide that by 360, and then you have 40 cents a day, and then you would say, okay, well, I was booked for 50 nights of the year, and your deduction would be $19.98. So that's how the accountant will do it. Hopefully that makes sense. And don't get too caught up in the details. What I really want people to know about Airbnb is that anybody can do it, and it's really not that hard. And people who say that there's too much of a liability, or your stuff's going to get stolen, or just some BS like that, are really just negative people trying to drag you down. I'm a big believer in just trying things for myself and trying to find out for myself the real truth. So I've been hosting on Airbnb for about 3 years, and I've never really had a bad experience. I have not had anyone who stole anything or anyone who acted super crazy, so I think that I'll keep hosting on Airbnb. Overall, I guess I've made around over $20,000 probably on the platform, so definitely has contributed to my quality of life and my income, and I think that it's a good experience for everybody to have someone who is a guest from another country or another state in their home, and to kind of get that hospitality feeling. And it is actually kind of fun. It can be a little bit worrisome if you have guests coming and going on the same day. That's the biggest struggle for me sometimes, is turning the house around. If I have someone checking out at 11 and checking in at 3, I have to make sure that the house is ready for the next person. So anyways, I will leave a link to a $40 off Airbnb coupon for those of you who have not used Airbnb. This coupon is good for $40 off a booking that is $75 or more. So basically you can get a $75 room for $35, and I will leave a link to that in the comment section. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be putting out new content pretty regularly and focusing more on my YouTube channel, and just kind of being open with you guys about how I make my income and what I do to survive as a millennial in 2019. And that will be it for this video, guys. Hopefully this was useful. Take care.